Hey everybody, this is Mark, and it is Monday when I'm making this video. It may not be Monday when you're watching it. But I'm going to do another improv video. First, I'm going to do some suggestions, answer a question that someone asked about improv playing, and then I'll play a little bit of improv at the end of it. If you're not interested in hearing the first part, then there's a link in the description for the timestamp of when I start just doing improv play. So you can certainly skip right ahead to that if you would prefer. Someone asked me a question after the last video about, or not really a question, but they said what they struggled with the most is knowing when and where to put the left-hand chords in. Now, if you haven't watched my last video on some hopefully helpful tips for improv, there's a link for that in the description as well. But where and when to put those left-hand chords in. So we talked last time about which chords go with which notes. Again, based on the 1, 3, and 5 of the right-hand triad in whatever key you're playing in. I'm just using the key of C, for example. Anytime I play a C, an E, or a G, I know that I can play a C chord. Anytime that I play a G, a B, or a D, I know that I can play a G chord, and anytime that I play an F, an A, or a C, I know that I can play an F chord. All right, now, there's a couple of other interesting, it's not hard and fast. There are other chords that you can play with those notes, but if you're just beginning, that's a good way to know. Look at the note you're playing in the left hand that you'd think you'd like to add a chord to, and if it is in one of those 3 triads, then you've got a pretty good idea of what chord to put in. But the question is, how do I know when to put it in? Well, when you look at music that is written, especially beginner music for the harp or any instrument, you'll notice that the chords very often will go along, in their most basic form, chords will go along with the emphasis of the music. The downbeats in some cases, whether it's 3/4 timing or 4/4 timing, anywhere that the melody is emphasized or a new phrase begins, a chord might go in to accent that. So if I'm playing a simple 4/4 melody, anytime I have a note, so let me just play something in the right hand here. Sorry about that last note. All right, so that you can hear emphasis. In that case, it was the, actually, I think I'm playing in 3/4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. I said 4/4. Sorry about that. It is in 3/4 timing. I'm playing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So in that case, every time I'm playing on the downbeat, it's emphasized as it should be. That's a proper place to put a chord in. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1. Oops, I'm trying to sing along with it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right? So anytime there is an emphasis, you can feel free to put it in. So if you're playing in 3/4 timing, if you're playing in 4/4 timing, you can consider putting the emphasis or a chord in on the first and third beat of the measure. Again, there are lots of other places you can put chords in for color and variation, but those are some guidelines. Consider putting it, if it's 3/4 timing, consider putting the chord on the first beat of each measure. If it's 4/4 timing, consider putting the chord on the first and third beat of each measure. And if you're just sitting down to improv play, it may take you a minute to figure out what what tempo you're kind of playing at, but you'll probably intuitively slip into whatever tempo you're most familiar with, either 3/4 or 4/4. It could be either one. So we put the tempo, or we put the left-hand chord on the emphasis or the notes that are emphasized. Again, there are other places to put them, but if you're struggling with knowing where to put the chords, start by looking for those downbeats, those notes of emphasis, and put the chord there. Let me illustrate that. I'm just going to play a little bit of improv, and I want you to listen for the emphasized notes and see where I put the chords that go along with that. All right? Here we go. Okay, did you notice that? The left-hand chords were going on the notes that were emphasized, the downbeats. So that's maybe that will help you out. Let me know if that helps you, or if you have another question about improv playing. All right, now I'm just going to play around a little bit for improv and just some free flow playing, and I'm not going to think about it too much. I hope you'll enjoy it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you haven't yet, please subscribe, and we're on our way to 500. I'm excited about that. Super thrilled. Thank you for making my week better. All of your comments, just knowing that you're watching makes my day, and thank you so much. You guys are awesome. So here we go. I'm just going to do a little bit of improv playing, and I hope you'll have a great day. All right, everybody. Have a great week. I'll see you next time.